Hi everybody, it is Miss Marissa again. So the next story I will be reading you is called The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. Do you have an imaginary friend? Maybe a made-up creature or a made-up person that you like to hang out with sometimes? You never know. But this one is the unimaginary friend. Let's find out how he becomes unimaginary. It says he was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. But his turn never came. Poor Beekle. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friends from imagining him. So, rather than waiting, what do you think Beekle will be doing? He did the unimaginable. What is Beekle doing? He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things, but thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. He set sailing to find his own friend instead of waiting to be imagined. Until he reached the real world. Ooh. How do you think Beekle feels showing up to a new place all by himself? If that was me, I'm sure that I'd be a little bit scared, but also kind of excited. I really do hope he finds his friend. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music. And everybody needed nap time. Then he finally saw something familiar. So he followed. What do you see in this picture that might be a little bit familiar to him? That creature doesn't look real, does he? That looks like it could be one of his imaginary friends. He had a good feeling about this place, but he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. That looks like a fun park. He climbed to the top of the tree and looked down, wishing and hoping his friend would come. Aw, poor Beekle. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello? What do you think she handed him? Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that just felt right. Look at that beautiful picture she drew him. I hope this is his imaginary friend, his other friend that he's been waiting for. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before. But after a little while, they start giggling. They realized they were perfect together. This says, I'm Beekle. Hi, Beekle. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. What else are they doing together over here? It looks like they're coloring, creating things. The world began to feel a little less strange. Who is that person? They know each other. I wonder what will happen. And together, they did the unimaginable. The end. This was called The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. Thanks for reading another story with me.